Welcome everyone. This is the adult brown belt third cue, the techniques and for arnis, which is the stick. We are going to review the blocks. There's 6 basic blocks in arnis that you need to learn. So since it's going to assist with attacking. So the first 2 techniques are similar to karate blocks. The first one's called a forced block, similar to an inward block or an outward block. So again, just to review the grip, make sure you grip your stick with your fingers, roll it in real tight, leave a few inches down here to lock and control. So Sensei's going to hit me with the number 1, and I'm going to come straight in and block with my stick. I'll do that a few times, right in here. Cover hand up, by the way, here, because I'll use that to follow up. But when I do it, you want to notice I want to keep my stick as perpendicular as possible, straight up and down. It's almost like I'm punching. So sometimes we hear it maybe called a punch block, but either way, whether it's the backhand too, here, I have it blocked. Again, keep your stick straight up and down. If you slant it a little bit, it might slide and hit your hand or your body. And if you go the other way, it might collapse into you. So it's really important. Go ahead, go again, Sensei. So I keep it straight up and down to follow. That's called a force block. Then you have a reinforced block, also known as a brace block. And that's where I use my other hand, my cover hand, to have it on the stick ready to go. So when he attacks, I have my hand ready. And it braces it. It gives it a little extra. So that whatever my follow-up is here. Go ahead, Sensei. Boom, ha, whatever it is. Backhand, Sensei. So here, brace block. You can put your hand in 3 positions on the stick. 1, which is the beginner way of the groove of the palm of your hand. Put it right on your stick. Watch your thumb. Don't let anything wrap around because you might hit it. So palm is number 1. Number 2 is your chop, cross chop. It looked like an X almost. Take the blade chop, put it on the stick, and that's your brace. Then there's a 3rd way, which is the more advanced way. They use the back of the hand, the forearm, and they brace it this way. Okay, again, Sensei attack. So like this, because sometimes they'll use it to follow up and trap. So either way, you have those 3. Start with the palm. You also want to put your hand on the top 3rd. I talked about breaking your stick into 3 sections evenly. So you want your hands, can you go back in again, Sensei? On the top of the stick, top 3rd of the stick to brace. If it's down too low, it might come back and hit you, okay? That's your brace block, number 2. The 3rd block we'll do is umbrella, Sensei. Hit me on the head. So umbrella block is where I come off, and if you see it this way, I'm covering my head almost like an umbrella or a roof. Some styles of arnis called a roof block too. But look at the triangle shape of the roof of my arm, and put your other hand inside there as a counter, as a brace almost. And then from there would be my follow-up. Side step on the angle here. Notice it'll deflect, so that his strike will deflect off of it, and then whatever my follow-up is. That's called your umbrella block. So again, facing straight at you, it looks like this. The slant block is really the opposite of that. I'm going the other way. Same attack, Sensei. So I would move to the other side. This is my left, and when I do that, I will slant my stick. But you can see, it looks like the roof. It's just reversed or opposite, and that deflects, okay? Boom. And then whatever my follow-up is, that's the slant block, right? One more time. So it's just deflecting. The most important thing is to just get your head out of the way. You got to side step or side step. So that was the 4th block. Then number 5 block is a hanger block. A hanger block is generally for a lower attack or a poke or something like a thrust action. Okay, so that's it. Where I come off on the angle, boom. You basically flip your stick or let it hang upside down. And I use it in this circular method. Let's see that zone either way. So when he comes in at me, I'll back step around, boom, and I'll hit. Hanger block. Stick upside down. One more time. Boom, whatever it is. And then my 6th block is called a cutting block. So a cutting block, think of this, your stick is almost like a sword or a knife. I'll do it slow, Sensei. Give me like an attack. So what I'll do is I'll block, but I'll cut through it, so it'll actually come down. It'll generally land lower than his weapon. If he hits me higher, there's my slant, boom. So think about like cutting, slow motion, Sensei. Think about like I would actually be cutting his hand or his arm. If I get in close enough, you would whack the arm, boom, like this, pop, and then hit. Backhand, Sensei, same thing. See how I cut, or slice, cutting block, boom, right through it. And then whatever it is. Slow motion, Sensei. I would hit his hand, I could hit his arm, right? Whatever. So that's your cutting block, also known as a slicing block. So there's your 6 blocks to practice for your arnis.